Alright guys, we're upgrading stuff to LEDs again. This is Captain Ron and Cubby. Cubby is the hauler driver for the 08, and I'm the hauler driver for the 07 and the Xfinity Racing Series. Cubby is also the team PR guy for SS Greenlight Racing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And today, Cubby, his trailer has the old style thin light lights in the lounge. What is it, like 10 or 12 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm giving Cubby a learning about upgrading these to LED. And this might not be the best way to do it, but it's the way I've learned. And we're using products from superbrightleds.com. Do you recall what the part number was on this stuff?
I do not recall.
Okay. So anyway, here we go. You're going to take this, you're going to flip it over.
All right.
You're going to get you a drill, and you're going to drill that out. Come on. That out. Let go. Come on, you piece of. There.
There she goes.
Okay, spin it around. Okay. Now, that okay. We're going to cut this wire right here. Okay.
That's the best way to do it right there.
Yep, put that right there. Okay, now this needs to be absolutely clean. All right, we've got a sticker, a UL sticker that no longer applies, and if you're really insane, that's thermal paste, which the primary ingredient is silver.
Okay.
Okay, but we got to go inside for a minute, and we're going to get some paint thinner and a Scotch-Brite and a razor, and we're going to clean this. Okay, we'll be. Oh, wait a minute, just real quick. How long have you been doing this?
So I started driving in 2012, and I started in racing in 2015.
Okay.
And I've been with. This is my third year with SS Greenlight.
All right, very good. All right, so we're going to go clean this real quick. Let me see if I can pause this. I think I can somehow.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Pause button right
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Okay. And we got that decal cleaned out. We got, and everything is immaculately clean. Now, so, okay, the first one I did had a little pigtail, and now we don't. So now we got to start doing some technical crap. All right, I'll go about a ½ inch from that rivet hole, and a nice convenient place to cut this.
Nice of them.
Yes, all right, you see the copper? That's where you solder.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just going to cut this right there. All right, and they're LEDs, which means that they are polarized, and we're going to need 2 of these. All right, by polarized, that means, you know, the old incandescent bulbs. You could you could run the voltage through one way or the other. You can let go.
Okay.
And but with LEDs, you have to get the polarity right, positive and negative.
Okay.
And they are labeled. You see that 12 volt?
Mm-hmm.
You see that minus?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one of these is plus, one of them is minus. Here, let me show you all that. Maybe you can see that. Okay, so you need two of them. Okay, and what we're doing is we need two wires to power and ground it, and then we need two wires to connect them.
Okay.
Okay, and we've been blessed in that from the factory where I cut, they're already tinned.
Okay.
Okay, and tinning is a very important part of. Have you ever soldered?
No, sir.
Okay, so you're gonna. All right. Tinning is a very important part of the soldering process, and that bugs me because that's actually, it's a factory splice. And that little bumpy's going, well, actually, and that's another thing that this is actually like a copper strip.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's not tape.
Right.
And so you want to take the preload out of it so that once it sticks, it doesn't.
Right.
Okay, so anyway, all right, here. Okay, and how is it? I'm showing Cubby this because I got other stuff to do, and I firmly believe in teaching a man to fish. Okay, so we're going to start off. Let me think about this. Actually, and the thing is, I want to standardize all this stuff, but we don't have enough to be standardizing it right now. All right, so let's see. I just, oh, okay, here, let's do this. All right, so let me think about this. Oh, and that was another thing. I had to put a splice here on the first one, but simply because I haven't done it in 4 or 5 years.
Right.
All right, but so it's an evolving process. We're gonna and back to standardizing. When we get done, from the outside, this thing will look just like it did. Okay, so because we had a black wire and a white wire, right? Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and solder this and this to the first strip.
Okay.
All right, so, oh, hold on, don't get excited. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm using clear heat shrink because, like I've been telling you, when we get done, this thing's hanging. Gravity is going to pull everything that's above it into the lens. That, and it's a clear lens, and you're going to be able to see everything in there.
Right. So
you try to make it white or clear, and I got that crap on my hands. Okay, so one of the, I found the clear heat shrink, but it ain't quite the right size, so we're going to have to make it happy here. So we're going to start here, and I just slide it over the end of these shears and open it up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because eventually it's got to go over the end of this tape.
Gotcha.
Okay, and we're going to put that over there, and then we're going to slide this in there and through here. Okay, now so soldering. Okay, essentially what you're doing, it's kind of like welding, but not. Okay. I'm gonna put it, welding, you take 3 pieces of metal and make one. Okay, you're using, you got the 2 pieces you want to attach to each other and the filler rod. Although you can do it without filler rod if you plan right. Okay, but with soldering's more like brazing. Okay, and brazing is where you take brass and connect. It's a dissimilar metal. Okay, and anyway, come on. You have to, and I shouldn't have. They don't have to be this long. You have to speed things along. Okay, and another thing, you can't. These LEDs are what are called surface-mounted devices, and there are also well, solid state's not the word I'm looking for, but I'm going to have to use that, I guess. They don't like heat.
Right.
Okay, so you have to be very ginger. Okay, and so that's already tinned. Okay, so that makes that better. All right, so we're going to take our soldering gun and solder. And we're going to warm the soldering gun up. Come on. And if you get around to getting your own soldering gun, you look for this Weller.
Okay.
Okay. All right, my father was the TV repairman. No, he was a FCC certified radio engineer, commercial radio engineer. All right, and the only thing he ever used was a Weller.
Okay.
Okay, now you see how it. Okay, that you want the solder on there, but you don't want a big glob of it.
Right.
Okay, the more solder you use, the more heat you have to use.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, we've got solder on the ends of the conductors now. All right, and I'm just taping this down so I ain't got to chase it all over the counter. Alright. And we're going to, first of all, check your polarity. And this is a switch, so that's positive. Okay? That you're switching to, so we got 2 tinned conductors right here. We're going to heat our gun up. Okay, and again, I'm just checking the temperature right now. When the solder melts, we're good. Okay, but we don't want to use a bunch of it, so there, we're going to knock a little off. We're going to hold these together and touch that and let go. Okay, and support it for a couple of seconds till it cools off. Okay. Okay?
Does it cool relatively quickly?
Yeah, okay. Well, it's done. See? Okay. I mean, while we're sitting here talking. See, well, as long as you don't get a bunch of heat in it. Right. Okay, the longer, see, the whole idea is you're trying to get this done as fast as you can so you don't put a bunch of heat in it. Right. Okay? All right. And also at the same time, you want to be gingerly, you want carefully, you don't want to preload all this stuff. Right. Okay, these conductors here are a little bit too much, but it's convenient. We don't have to be chasing. Right. You know, here, once again. And it's got a trigger, so that's the other thing about this soldering iron. Is when it comes out of your hand, it turns off. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold it there, and then we're just gonna touch it. Nope. All right, here you go. Okay. Now we got to do all this wiring. We're not ready to tape it down yet.
Right.
Or not tape, but install it. Okay, but we've got to attach the other connection, and so we have to kind of mock it up just so we get our wire lengths right and all that. Yeah. Oh, heat shrink. Damn it. Yeah, that's the other thing about the heat shrink. All right, we're gonna get this heat shrink, and it will actually help act as a stress relief. Okay, and once we get it on, I'm gonna try and open it up again. Once we get it on there, it will help support this connection. Get on there. Get on there. There we go. There we go. And actually, on the other one, get on there. I slid it over the first LED. Okay? All right, that way you know you got it on. All right, and then where's that heat gun?
It's in the shop. I was using it yesterday to unwrap a car.
Would you mind going and getting it?
Absolutely.
All right, now I'll be preparing this other stuff. Yeah, that'd be better than the slider I was getting ready to attack it with. All right. Those are really too heavy for what I'm doing, but that's what we got. That's how we're going to do it for right now. This can be not that long. And this isn't the proper conductor. Well, it is, but it's not. The conductor is probably about right. This is just some speaker wire. Okay, and the neat thing about speaker wire is that it's usually marked, so you can maintain, it's easy to maintain your polarity. Okay. Yeah, plug that in over there. Okay, and here again, we are dealing with surface mounted devices. And
I heard a rumor that gun will get hot enough to put a hole in your shoe.
That and well, I used to have one I'd light my cigarettes with. Yeah. So here, let's get this up. Come on. Probably work for that. Set that somewhere where it's not going to catch fire. Well, okay, so
I would have thought after yesterday. I would have thought before yesterday that would be anywhere, but I learned differently.
Yeah. That I've had some that, I mean, the early ones were metal.
Right.
I mean, the whole thing, and and you could lay it down, and next thing you know, the shop rag was smoking.
Oh Jesus!
You know,
That's what happened with my Nike.
Yeah. Whoops. All right. And also, as you the more you do, okay. See, like I'm realizing right now, I should be making these up. I should be getting a heat shrink, and then when I put this thing in my hand, I only pick it up once.
Right.
You know, do
so
all the soldering
done at one time.
Yes, yes. I remember Dad telling me that one time. He said, when you pick a tool up, you do everything you can with it before you put it down. All right, so I do not know what the standard is as far as the white stripe goes. So I'm gonna the white stripe's gonna be my positive.
Okay.
If there is a standard, I got a 50% chance I'm right. Okay, so you want to twist the wires tightly. Make sure they're twisted. Okay.
Now, what's the reason for the twist?
To keep them in a nice uniform bunch.
Okay.
All right. It just makes it it looks better. B, it's structurally more sound.
Okay.
Okay. So those need tinning. Where'd our other piece of LED go? I know we cut.
That's right. Right here.
All right. Okay, and that one's already tinned. Okay. So we need to tin the end of this. Here again, it's when you're soldering, you don't want stuff moving. Okay, so all right, and then here. They actually make little stands with alligator clips and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That will hold things while you solder. Okay. Now, tell you what, your turn.
My turn.
Your turn. All you want to do is kind of see that turn silver.
Okay.
Okay. If there's a bead on it, fine. But the thing is, tell you what, practice over here first.
Okay.
Get familiar with the machine. Okay. So
do I want to do it the same way you did, where I just want to put it on the end there?
Yep, pull the trigger. Okay. Now it's going to hum a little bit. Just start touching the end. And eventually you'll see smoke in the end, and there you go.
There it goes.
Now,
Okay.
take the gun, keep the trigger pulled, and give it a tap right here. Well, not so much on the tip, but
like
yeah,
here?
go boom. There you go.
All right.
See the solder that come off? All right. Now, go ahead and touch the wire at the bottom if you can, because heat rises.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as soon as you do that, be ready to put solder on it. Okay. And the wire is just like the rest of the components, because if you get too much heat in it, the insulation will burn off. Okay, and you want all that exposed. You want it all of the exposed wires best you can.
Just pull it off.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, it's some really fine conductors, but. There you go. There you go. That one's the best one yet. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now take the gun, keep the trigger pulled, and just touch that and give it a wipe. Be aggressive with it. You actually. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, do the same thing here.
Yeah. And actually
Just cutting out.
Yeah. You tap it on here. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and wipe that one.
Just cutting out.
There you go. No, see how pretty that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And hit that one more time.
Okay, with the solder?
Yeah. All right, we'll try that. All right, now comes a challenge.
Okay.
Okay.
So am I just trying to put a bead on there?
Pretty much, yeah, and try and do it as fast as you can, but at the same time, you got to get some heat in there.
Right.
All right, you got to get some heat in there, but not too much. I mean, quite literally, you're gonna have to touch this with the gun.
I'm just trying not to burn it. That's what I'm doing.
We may be contaminated.
Yeah. Just trying not to do that.
Yeah. Here, let me see it for a second.
Yeah.
I'll try it. Yeah.
Close.
There you go.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. You're moving it back and forth as it was
A
melting.
little bit, yeah. All right. Now, I'm gonna attach this one to the wire. You're gonna attach the wire to that one.
Okay.
Okay.
I can live with that.
Yeah. So, what we decided, the white stripe was positive.
Yes.
Okay. Now another thing, laying this on aluminum. I'm sure the aluminum's acting like a heat sink.
I got you.
And we got some cock off where they're gonna see it. But anyway, I'm gonna put this under there.
Okay.
To help kind of insulate it. Okay, and then you just hold them together. Now see, so both of them have now got solder. And you notice I don't have the solder itself in my hand anymore. We're just gonna, okay, and here again, we want it to look pretty, okay? All right. Thing is, you want to see that conductor in the puddle, not, here we go. Okay, and once it's cooled off, you give it a good tug.
Just make sure it's secure.
Right. All right. Now, before we paint ourselves into a corner, we need 2 pieces of heat shrink.
Okay.
So where did that crap go? Okay. All right. And this is that thinner conductor. So yeah. Okay. So. Get your heat gun ready. Get on there. Alright, there you go. Go ahead and whoop, hold on. Alright. Nope. Don't get too aggressive now. Go ahead and shrink it. Yeah, just be careful with the aggression. It
right.
All right, you see how it's closing here? You want to see that down the wires a little bit.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, stop just for a second. Pinch them together. Go ahead and hit it. And spin it a little. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Okay. So then we're going to put this one on because 1 once you solder your end, you're not going to be able to.
Right. Not gonna be able to fix it.
Yeah. Oh, this ain't so bad. Yeah, try doing. I've done it more than once. You be building brake lines.
Mm-hmm.
You get them all pretty and bent and flared, and go to hook them to something, and realize you didn't put the nut on.
Oh shit.
You got to put the nut on before you bend them. Well, before you flare them, at least.
Right.
All right. So go ahead and get you some tape and. Yep.
Reuse yours.
Yep.
Here.
There you go. Just tape that right there.
Okay. And then put this
Okay.
one. Well, actually, that's
Yeah. You.
over here,
Yep.
so I'm not gonna really need that.
Yeah, that's why I kind of stuck it out there. Okay, so the wire that's got the white,
So that's got
you're going to go to plus.
So it needs to go that way. Before I do that, let's get them right here.
Actually, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I'm thinking out loud.
All right, so
And you want to try and get it as straight as you can. I kind of gave that a bang because of the factory lamination's going to kind of. Okay, you want to just commit, just get it there, boom. But you got to hold it still while it's cooling. All right. Now you can also commit and give her a little. It stabilize the wire.
right.
And as you're pulling out, give it a little.
Okay.
And you're trying to eliminate.
Right.
Feel how sharp that is, first of all.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So just that's one of the things you want to sneak up on.
Okay.
All right. Commit. Just.
Come off of there. Hold on. So would I just heat it up and pull it off there?
Huh?
It's just like off the.
Here. Let me just watch.
Okay.
Okay. So let me see the gun.
Yep.
All right. So.
I wasn't holding it tight enough, and I.
Yeah. Okay.
Take it
You're
over.
gonna just get her in there and.
Can't see where that one's off the
Yeah.
copper there, so.
So. I'm gonna separate this a little bit. There we go. Now I can manipulate this one a little better. Come on, wait a minute. Just bent the damn conductor.